Hey Brick Bloggeteers, Will here, and today we're looking at set 76182, Batman. Now we've seen what Marvel has to offer with the helmet lines. We've got your Iron Man, your Venom, and your Carnage, very personable characters. So what does DC offer in its version of the helmet line? Well, you got Batman's Cowl. Now this is a very different approach because as you can see, there's no mouth. It's simply a trans black piece that's built over some black tiling down below. So it's meant to just be looking like a stand. In fact, even the stand itself has a lot of trans black colors surrounding some lift arms. To help give it that almost shadowy sort of look, which of course is the type of character Batman is. Most of the figure, or the head, is of course in black, which, as I pointed out with Venom, is not that great in the fact that it hides a lot of the curves and the finer details. Because if you look at his eyes and face and ridging, there goes a lot of work into that portion of the model, as well as covering up any sort of extra gaps. In fact, it is always a challenge to work around clear pieces, especially like the mouth, because then you see the inside. So you have to have another angle you have to cover in terms of building. This one feels like an icon. This feels like it represents Batman. It isn't Batman himself. Where the Marvel characters felt like these are the characters. This is Carnage. This is Venom. This is Iron Man. This is a symbol of Batman. And that is one of the things that I feel DC does very well in terms of presenting ideas of superheroes to the fans is heroes can be symbols. In fact, you don't hear Superman without hearing truth, justice, and the American way. And Venom, and I should say Carnage or Venom or Iron Man don't really have those type of monikers tied to them. Whereas Batman has the Dark Knight. And so this does capture DC in that way. Whether or not people will like the fact that, well, you have the missing Bruce Wayne portion of Batman, that I don't know. The other thing is, with all the black involved, it becomes a very hard thing to display at a distance because it just turns all into a giant shadow, which of course works well with Batman. So if you want a creepy looking Batman up in your corner, who knows, this might be the perfect set for you. Like it or not, this was a very well-built model, except for a few things. I had issues with, at the base, there's these triangular tiles, and because the outer frame of the base is not quite integrated into the central portion, it kept slipping up on me and separating those tiles. It just became rather annoying while building. So keep that in mind when you're putting this together and checking it out. But again, it's set 76182, Batman.